managing at Oldham. So did you not fancy?
Can we not talk about that? No, how did that come about? Listen, I went in as a player, and within 4 or 5 weeks, the manager was struggling a little bit, I suppose, because I went at back of pre-season, and the manager, the chairman at the time, Simon Corney, he pulled me and said, "Look, I think I've made a mistake with the manager, and would you take over?" And I'm like, 1 minute, I felt.
You not see it coming?
I did. Well, I just thought it's a bit.
Who was the manager?
Darren Kelly. So I'm like, listen, do you not just let him go? Like we're drawing games. We're drawing a lot of games, but not winning them. It didn't change, by the way. So I just said, listen, give it. Anyway, cut a long story short, and a couple of weeks after, we get beat off. I think Peterborough beat us 5-1 at home, and obviously obviously it happened. He loses his job. He phones me up Saturday and said, "Listen, everyone in tomorrow. I want to see you 10 minutes before the meeting." So I kind of half knew that what he was going to do. He kind of insinuated that maybe I'd take over as caretaker for the time being. So 10 minutes after, he said, "Listen, I want you to take the job for the time being and see how you get on." So I was like, fair enough, like. So anyway, goes in with all the lads. I'm sat with the chairman. I stood with the chairman. I'd never seen I was fucking sweating, all the lads around the change room, everyone in the squad. There's 30 odd fucking players in the change room, and they're all looking at me. And I've been a player with them, so I'm fucking taking the piss one day. The next day, I'm having to be serious. So he said, "Listen, Dunny's going to take over. He'll be the manager from now on. Over to you, Dave." I was thinking, fucking hell. I'm like, fuck knows what I said. I was nowhere near ready for it as well. But I just felt the transition between me being a player. I probably regretted it later because I still felt I had a little bit to give as a player. But
did you not go player manager?
I went player manager to start with. Fucking impossible, by the way. So one of the games, if I go back to how I got it, I thought I need someone experienced with me, but there was no budget, so I couldn't take anyone. The only thing I had to do was take one of my mates off my coaching course with me, just to have my back, really. So there was me, Keith Brown and Dean Oldham.
Brownie. Scottish Keith Brown.
Keith.
Played with Brownie.
So where was that? Barnsley.
Yeah.
Barnsley. Yeah. He was Ipswich's best player in the playoff final.
They got beat 4-2.
Ipswich, at Wembley.
Yeah.
Because he was Ipswich's best player. Because he kept setting them up. He was instrumental in Ipswich.
Yeah, he got promoted, didn't he?
That's it. So I took Brownie. Listen, so there's us three, and we're all the same age. So at the time we're all under 40. So I'm like, listen, I need someone with us. But anyway, they wouldn't let it happen. So on one of these particular days, I got off to a decent start. We went to Doncaster and drew 2-2, which was a tough game for us at the time. Just been beat 5-1, went to Doncaster. I think I drew my first 5 games, which you look back now and think, you know what, if I just turned a few of them into wins, it could have been different. But
even if you win 3, lose 2,
you're better off, aren't you?
Fucking 4 points on board again.
But I remember there was one particular game, we're getting beat, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, we're fucking not great here, and it's bullshit. Oldham hadn't won at home for about 18 months, I think it was, or a year or whatever it was when we took over. It was like one of them. So it wasn't particularly me or anyone. The place was like a fucking bad, stinking mess at the time. So much animosity towards the chairman and the board from the supporters. I feel looking back that they probably thought I shafted Darren a little bit. I don't know. So I probably took over in a bad position, really. But I'm at this game and I'm on the sideline. I'm sub, but I'm manager. So I've got my kit on underneath my tracks.
She didn't pick yourself.
So
there's only one man who can change this game.
His legs have gone.
No, actually, quite the contrary. So Dino comes down from the bench. He went, "Dunny, I fucking need you, mate. You're gonna have to put your cell on." Straight away, I'm thinking, right, how do I play this? I've not warmed up. Right, I've not warmed up, so I need to have a warm up. So what do I do here? And see, these are all the things that you kind of probably don't think about when you're not putting. And that 6-yard area, in that manager's area, is a fucking lonely place when you're getting fucking beat and you're getting pumped and you're getting fucking dogs abuse behind you. I mean, loads of fucking cockroaches behind me.
Cockroaches.
Listen, fucking all of them. Listen, they've had success 20 years ago under Joe Royle, and they all think everyone's got to be fucking Joe Royle in the Premier League. They're all living 20 years ago, you know, which is fucking harsh. Young manager, first job, and all fucking getting on my case. Fucking. In the end, I just fucking them all off. Because when you fuck off, you get fucked. Fucking annoying. There's so much pressure. The pressure. Listen, when you sat there, you're thinking, okay, now don't bow down to them. But at some point it comes and you think, I've got to stick up for myself here. So anyway, this game, Dino comes down, go on, get yourself on, son. I fucking need you. So I'm thinking, right, if I was in the stand now, these are the thoughts going around in my head. If I was in the stand watching this game and I seen the player manager there take his bottoms off and start doing high knees, knees to chest down the fucking line, you know, and I was going to say, like, listen, you know, the crowd gives you a little clap, you know, when when the subs warm up, don't they? I'd have got fucking booed. So I thought, I'm not sure I can do that. And plus, if I was sat in the stand and I'd think, that's all about him, by the way. Look at him warming up on the side, thinking it's all about him. So I thought, I don't really want to do that. So I literally went in the change rooms, game's going on, I got on the little bike, and I fucking pedalled for about 2 or 3 minutes. I thought, fucking hell, a little stretch, done a couple of them, touched my toes a few times, a few stretches and that, and then came down ready to go. Went on, nowhere near fucking ready to go, like, fucking stressed up to my eyeballs. Fucking ball comes into me, I think, oh, fucking hell, I'm back on it here now. Cuts inside, has a shot, pulls me adductor, first kick, so I've got a groin fucking strain up. My first kick of coming on. So for 15 minutes, the crowd's going, run around! I'm thinking, I fucking can't. We've used 3 subs. Honestly, it was awful times. Like, I mean, look back now, it was, listen, it was an experience. You know, some good, some bad. You know, dealing with absolute. I've got to say, like, the chairman were the best. The chairman were the best of a bad bunch. I mean, you have some directors there, fucking nightmare.
In what way?
Well, just in fucking everywhere. You know, every night, 10 o'clock, he'd call me, one of them. He'd call me up and he'd say, listen, David, we need to protect you. You know, young manager, you're doing well, son. You're up against it. We're not supporting you financially. You know, you've had no transfer window, all these things and all that. Anyway, I had a board meeting a couple of days later. So I'm in the board meeting. Simon's on conference call and the rest of the board of directors are around us. Anyway, Simon says, yeah, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. Another person was on, yeah, I'm here. Right, let's start it off. This director says, I'll say something. David started battering me. Listen, I think you've got to get someone experienced with you. He was wanting me to get shut of Brownie and Dino. And I'm thinking, 1 minute? You've just told me I'm not allowed to bring any experience in. And he's just been telling me for the last 2 weeks on the phone, we need to support you. And he's just flipped it on its head and started hammering me. So I'm thinking, 1 minute. To be fair, Simon stuck up for me and said, 1 minute, David's asked for all these things and we couldn't do it. You know, so... Yeah. I looking back, I wasn't...
So is he hated from the fans? I'm guessing.
Simon's, yeah, he was...
Is he still there now, is it?
No, he's sold out now. So, listen, it was tough times and, you know, it just coincided. A little bit, it leaves a bitter taste in my mind because, like, I'm doing... If I would learn my lesson and I could do it again, I'd just think purely results. But because the infrastructure of the club was so bad... Right, so bad. I was lending players taxi money to get in, petrol money should I say, to get into training. They weren't paying them every week, no pay. So as much as you want to say, yeah, and you hear it all the time, listen, just get on with it. The footballers, they're all right. But listen, anyone else, if you're going to work and you're not getting paid, there's fucking problems, isn't there? In any walk of life.
It's always in the back
if
of your
you're
head.
not getting paid, that affects your performance at work. Yeah. Without question. So every Friday, I'm doing my pre-match meeting on the other opposition and stuff, thinking, lads, before we start, I just want to tell you, just get it out your minds if you can. And it's constant psychology with them, trying to say, listen, you're going to get paid next week, but please. So it doesn't surprise me that, you know, and I don't think that's changed really, you know. So you're expecting players to go out there and play, and of course footballers love playing football, but listen, they've got kids, they've got family, and they're not 20 100 grand a week footballers that are fine and they can rest on a little bit of, you know, a bit of the money that they've made previously. These are literally lads that need the wage to pay bills, and that becomes, you know, massive pressure in their psyche,
lives,
and you know not having to put the kids in nursery because they can't afford to pay them. You know, and different things. You know, it was
totally different side that you know, like to fans. You don't see.
It was tough, like it
when
was
you're giving
tough.
it that abuse
Listen,
from
I
the
bought,
sideline.
like I'd gone from Blackburn, which I probably spoiled it a little bit. We had the chef that cooks all the food and all that stuff. So I get to Oldham first day, and we have like an egg machine. So you put a bit of water in the back, and it's like you peel your own, you boil it, and you peel your own eggs. It was fine, and cereal and stuff like that. The fitness guy who's now at Bournemouth, Anthony White, done a great job. So he tied in both jobs with nutrition and goalkeeping coach. He was really good at what he did, really thorough. But I'm looking at it thinking, fucking hell, we need some premises here. So I went and bought a porter cabin out of my own money. I was going to put offices in and a canteen for the lads with like a pool table or a table tennis table, you know. Anyway, I bought it all, got it put on the training ground, all sorted, and then he fucking sacked me.
You get it back.
So but my point is, like, I'm doing all the other stuff when really I should just be thinking about getting results. Simple.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I'll be here for a little while. They'll go with me. I mean, 20 games. You know, I drew 9. I think I won 3. I think I lost, 8. I thought it were 1-4. It might have been a cup game, I don't know, and lost 7. But it's not horrendous, is it?
Yeah. Not with all the other stuff that's going on.
But I just didn't win. If I'm being honest with myself, and I always will be, is I didn't win enough games, and ultimately that cost me my job. But I tell you what, they didn't do. They didn't keep that fucking porter cabin.
You got it.
Because I got an architect. What do they call the big
articulator?
Easy for me to say. I got one. I pulled up at the training ground, fucking lifted it, craned it on, and took it back up. And I give it to school down the road here. I thought, I'm not giving it them. You can just sack
That's
me.
horrific.
So I took.
It's in Bobby Garden.
I live in it now.
Get out for a
Mrs. has kicked me out. I just turned it into a little one-bed studio. But you know what? I thought, rather than let them have it, I thought, that treating me like a piece of shit here, like I'm gonna so I give it one of the local schools down the road here, and it's a classroom now. They've done it all up, and it's 2 classrooms actually. So I thought, there you go.
At least some good's come out of it.
Yeah.
Sweating.